We're fast, baby. Oh shit. Hold on. Fast. If you're not fast, you're last. Not fast, you're last. That's working now. Look at that. We're too good. You're good, chat. Now it works. Yeah, I just have to end the other one. One second, chat. It won't be long. Yeah, they're both the same. Okay. I think. And that's all good. This one? Oh yeah, okay. I gotta add this here. Hold on, chat, one sec. That's not what I want. One second, chat, one second. Now when I gotta do this. Hey, I think that's good, right? Alright, I think we're good. I think I've got it. Oh. Oh, there's that guy. Interesting. Oh, hold on, we gotta see here, don't we? Hold on, how does this work? Okay. How do I see? Oh. How do I? Hang on. How to do this? You're on queue? What's your queue? What's your queue look like? I guess I do this. There we go. Works. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, you got in? I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I think this is fine. I don't know. Okay, I think that's all good. Yeah, where is this? Where do I put this thing? I might as well just put it like here, right? Like this is fine. Yeah, that'll have to do, I guess. All right. I think we're good. Sound is really loud, so I'll probably just turn that down a tad. Oh yeah, I gotta do that before I forget. How much was it again? $17.70. $17.70. If I forget, we'll do this. Buckle it. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this. I think we're all good. All good. All right, chat, let me pull up the patch notes real quick just so I know what I'm going to be doing. Patch notes, where are you? All right, patch notes. There you are. Yeah, I need to remember to do this as well. Okay. All right. Where are we? Quest. Okay, we're going to, yeah, basically here. We're just outside the door. A new world to explore. Ojiga Tsunjika has a message for you. Welcome back, Klaudez. I've just had word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Toral aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Word from Erenville. Apparently the Gleaner's efforts to secure passage to Toral aboard a guild ship vessel were successful. The administration officer bids you wait in the main hall while he informs the rest of your travel companions. Okay. Alright. Oh, it's here. The guild hall. Alphanot says, Ojika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. Krall says the only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. Oh wait, the graphics update too. Hold on. I gotta pay attention. God, I think I can notice it too. He says, ah, you're all here. Took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's guild ship has grounded us places aboard a vessel bound for Toral. Dude, I think I can see it. There'll be other passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share desk space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. Erenville says, they're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. Boklamat says, I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it will be doing in Toral, yes? Alphanot says, we've not forgotten. The nation of Tulialal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn servant. Osei says, in addition to that, Alphano and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Toral, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. Woklamat says, that's all I ask, otherwise you're welcome to do as you like. Woklamat says, you wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Krall? Krall says, yes. As far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. Woklamat says, I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa? You can get your answers right from the source. Krall says, I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. Erenville says, the Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I'm part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Lokamat says, still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Boys sail, let the wind take us as she pleases. We won't make you Dawn servant by standing here and talking about it. I go wherever adventure is to be found. Boys sail, baby. Well said, we won't get far wallowing in the shallows. Erenville says, right then, if all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Alright. Gather together, you and others reaffirm your reasons for undertaking the journey west, as well as your support of Woklamat's bid for the throne. Satisfied that everyone is committed to the cause, Erenville suggests you make ready to depart. Okay. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Though Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map, the vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
What?
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
Such a banger.
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
I think I definitely can see the graphical difference. It looks good. Looks good.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kettenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat.
One Piece. Love how our MC is just staring at her. Okay. Wait, you don't have a smile on your face? Dude, this song is such a banger, bro. Did I say what? Bro, that was in the trailer for the game.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good.
You didn't watch it? Yeah, it was in the trailer.
But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now. and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact.
Who's
I
that?
was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own. Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
I can turn the BGM down a bit. I could feel my edge start to dull on these long sea voyages. How about some light sparring later? Have a chat with Quile. We've spoken with our shipmates. Tural is a good distance away. It might be a pleasant way to pass the time. Can I get any good photos here? You already know. You already know. You already know. Bonjin Jintame. This will be my first visit to Tural. Bonjintame's the name. I was working at Esh Times Aesthetics in Ulda, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlie in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized a chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn Servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of your Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over, too many of our warband have fallen, so we head home to lick our wounds. My story? Since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Kitaram, you know, the first Eorzean to set foot in Tural almost 80 years ago. The Mamulja's leader is said to have welcomed Kitaram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. The real treasure was the crops he brought back, papados, tomatoes, and corn which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a colony revolution. The tales say Kitaram returned to Tural several times after that, but the ship vanished during his last recorded voyage and he was never heard from again. Even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. Kitaram. I've heard Arundel was looking for passage to Tuliolal. I managed to squeeze his party aboard one of our chartered vessels. As fortune would have it, we had just scheduled an expedition to Tural. Adventurer, I presume? I'm a merchant myself based in Ulda, specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Sorry, Riku. I cannot do. Consider this, it is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Makode, the Hestaro, the Hrothgar, the Zerbal. Not because every member of a Given clan is of the same race mine, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan, a fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. How you doing, Riku? That's everyone, right? I'm told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. A reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there will be no need for it. Was it hard to get in? Nah. I was number 3 in queue, and I got in like instantly. I don't know about everyone else. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession, your young Waklamat being one of them, of course. From what a Mamulja bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. Okay. Hang on. What did I have it on before? This is fine. Is this early access? Yeah. I should put early access, but it's fine. Did you learn anything of interest? I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Luoklamat and Erinville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. It's just 3-day early access. Thank you, Riku. Appreciate it, bro. Can't wait to see the raids. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they change it up. Because apparently they're doing some experimentation this time around. Something different. Well, I mean more so. More so than before.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Oh, she gets seasick.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Oh, it was just at this part? Oh yeah, I mean this is the beginning.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erinville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called,
Shatona?
have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
Shaktural, okay.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name.
Okay. They'll meet his father one day.
As for my mother,
We'll meet his parents. Do we start strong? Something massive just happens in the ocean? I'm ready for it. Or is it just a storm?
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Bro, I swear to God, if we just end up like separated already. They didn't fall off, did they?
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us.
Thank you,
from the
FKA.
lightning.
Ollie. Whoa. Hope you're doing well too, Ollie.
What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
That's cool.
Woklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
This is cool.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural.
Your point, Kai,
In
feels
retrospect,
bad.
of course,
Is that your cue number?
that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Yep. Gotta be able to handle the storm. Please, this is nothing. To be fair, I don't think we've ever been like in a storm before, like on a boat. Like, first time for everything, right? Oh, you're an EU player? Gotcha. Well, hope it doesn't take too long, man. Looks ace. We survived the storm.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground.
You always gotta have that one person who gets seasick.
Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
Yeah, it's the FF16 armor, yeah, from the event. I'll probably, as soon as I get a new armor from a dungeon or something, I'll probably change it.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Yep, sure thing, Ollie.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down.
What? Oh.
Easy, Salt. Easy.
Okay. Oh, this poor girl.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
You're 2K, Zakar? I was 3. Like just the number 3. Oh, I like the intro.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities.
Ah, here it is. That's the
I
line.
dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Wearing different armor.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Yeah, these are the lines. Just like the trailer.
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
There it is.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Dope. We're here. Uliolol. I'll wait for 2 weeks. Wait, who are you talking about? Okay, get a little bit of jazzy music. I like it. Yeah, probably. Hey Joel. Yeah, it's a Final Fantasy game.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
And that is true.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihiolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
Yeah, what that guy's wearing.
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tule?
I don't know if you guys know the rules, but we are allowed to help our friend become Dawn servant, alright?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Third promise, huh? Is that like her idol? I know Zakar, yeah, I hope so. Yeah, this is that kind of game, Joel.
Please, accept our apologies.
That guy's armor is crazy.
No need
I notice it,
to
Zakar.
bow and scrape.
I do notice it.
That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part?
And act the part. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Anyway,
You're fine.
First things first. I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Look at Kral being a little cutie over there. Look at her. Oh yeah, if you're talking about the stream, you're not gonna notice it through stream. You have to actually be in the game. Let me just maximum graphics this. 70 FPS? That's fine. This is a crowded area right now. Hang on, I just want to check something real quick. Should be here, right? Oh, hold on. It must be down here? Okay, good. There's a setting to disable peeps? Did I do that? And yeah, I should do that, huh? Where would it be under? You have no idea? Nah, it's fine. I can deal with the people. I just need to. How do you target, like? I forget how you target the closest NPC. Oh, there he is. I see him. Your last make landfall in Tulihyolal. Much to the relief of Woklamat and her rolling stomach. Upon your arrival, you are accosted by Turali soldiers who are quickly put at ease, but it returns to the third promise. Aaronville says, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. So basically 1 mil XP. 990k is like, so I need 13.2 mil to level to 91. 13.2 mil to level. I mean, it depends. We'll see how much XP it takes the more you level. But this is basically 1/13th. 1/13th of my XP bar. Probably, yeah. You've arrived in Tulihyolal. You can turn to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Tralian. The nation of Tulihyolal. We get a weapon, 645. What is mine right now? 630. While being on solid ground has improved Woklamat's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Right then, first things first. Is she still sick? Yeah. A little bit queasy, no more boats for a while. Anvil says, I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the Rite of Succession begins. Alpha Note says, no arguments here, I should very much like to explore. Pokemon says, then I'll guide you. Alice says, are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Curious Passerby says, aha, we were wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Anvil says, followers. They said, Woklamat, are you unwell? I know, Zakaya. Woklamat says, no, not at all. Couldn't be better, the third promise does not get seasick, no sir. As for my handpicked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me with the Rite of Succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. They said, that sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious, we certainly were. So give us some new clothes! Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. That's a good thing. It's a great quality to have. Pokemon says, I enjoy so much when you do. Please don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. They said, you're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. I'm assuming there's a second and first promise, right? Anvil says they did have a point. Is she the youngest of her siblings? Woklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Woklamat says, wait, what do you mean technically? Anvil says, I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then? Klaudez, you and Crow can come with me. Anvil says, I'll take the twins then. Alpha Note says, we'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. Anvil says, that voyage was hard on all of us. Take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time. We have time enough for that. True. True is the car. Enjoy your wanderings. Ross says, perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wokamat's nausea subsides. Wokamat says, no need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. As Arenville prepares to guide you through the city, the suffering Woklamat is approached by a handful of curious Turali. It would seem that the third promises of affable nature, coupled with a large entourage of unusual outsiders, is likely to see you being stopped on every street corner. Thus, do you decide to split into two smaller and hopefully less noticeable parties. Arenville leaves with the twins in tow, while you and Carla are grouped with Woklamat. 6:45, Zakar. This one I'm about to get at 6:45. Woklamat says, I'm fine now, really? Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself, what with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Arenville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yoktoral, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. The wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring market. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, I'm only 630. So, you know, good upgrades. I wonder if I should, like, move this somewhere else. I'll move this down a little bit so it's not so in the way. Is that where I put it? I'll move it down a bit more. Being ahead of you? Who? Like, what do you mean? What's being ahead? Also, wait. Oh, Resonant Arrow. Okay. Heartbreak Shot, Resonant Arrow, and Radiant Encore. Interesting. Oh, item level wise? That's fine. I mean, I'm just gonna change my gear anyway. Nah, I'll look at it later. It's fine. Pushing through her lingering bout of nausea, Woklamat vigilantly begins your tour of Tuliolal with a brief introduction to the harbor next stop Bayside Bevy. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliolal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. I should mention that here in Tuliolal we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu Pelu created. Very creative. Don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your guild. Wachu Meki Meki. Wachu Meki Meki. Another market to the east of here, but I can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. We'll head back a bit, northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Good thing we can use our guild. Yeah, Pelu. It's just called Pelu, right? Or Pel? There's the Aetherite. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tuliolal? Woklamat says, I think I told you before, but my brother Kawana spent 3 years studying in Sharlayan. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warned me to the idea once, had one built immediately. Well, warmed to the idea. Did you do the tuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Zaktural. Let's make a stop at Blight Bloom Post on the way though. That's the headquarters for the Lance Guard. You did wonder sales? Nice, nice. I didn't clear my inventory. I gotta get rid of all that. Let's go attune. I know, inventory is savage. At the plaza, Woklamat explains how Kawana brought the knowledge of the Aetherite construction back with him from Sharlayan, seeing the value in technology at once. At Dawntrail ordered that the crystal be built immediately. After reminding you to complete your attunement, she then urges you onwards to Blight Bloom Post and the city gate beyond. Okay. Why didn't I get something during work? Probably because you're making your body active? I don't know. Wait, where am I going? Oh, all the way up there is so far away. Totally allows elevation. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Woklamat gets her endless endurance. Bro, look at this view, though. Look at that. I can get a better view than that. I was ahead of you? I mean, what is this, a race? Bro, I'm chilling. I'm taking screenshots. I'm just enjoying myself. It's not a race. Well, you know Twilight, he likes to change his mind a lot. He does it a lot, yeah. Gotta remember to attune every time I get close to one of the Aethernet shards. Here we are, Blight Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyola and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago when Zurul Ja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. The first promise. Huh. Okay. Is that Zurul Ja? I haven't even managed to. Oh, she's looking down on her stuff. I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphanon and Alistair should be around here too. It's time I show you the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. You make a stop at Blyboom Post, the headquarters for the Landsguard. Charged with keeping the peace and the defense of the nation, these soldiers are under direct command of Zurul Ja, the martially gifted first promise. Okay. Leaving the guard's house behind, Woklamat shepherds you along to the Zaktaral Skygate. It's cold? A big ass gate. Massive, isn't it? On the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yok Hui. Okay. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Yuk Tural, the southern lands of the mother, and Zak Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle. And when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. Raul says, a familiar sounding tale. I'm put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiac. Yep. Okay. We've got our two new gods to replace Hydaelyn and Zodiac. The mother and the father, the north and the south. Raul says, getting back to Zak Tural, those lands are also part of the Tulial nation, correct? Woklamat says, that's right, isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands to put a stop to the myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. That's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. So who is this person that's trying to start a war? I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. No, I care. Crossing the bridge to Zak Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the Rite of Succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn 7, but until then, you just have to wait. I'll make sure you win. I'll hold you to that. I've never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, the travel permit is yours. I mean, we're probably going there way before. You learned that the imposing Skygate opens onto a similarly massive bridge, a Yokhoi construction which enables passage to Zak Tural, the northern landmass of Tural. Those wishing to make the journey require a travel permit, however, which will not be issued until the Rite of Succession is decided. After Mola's walking, take a moment to rest. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliyola is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Oh, there's my weapon. You're about to log in, nice. Lar longbow. What does it look like? Garbage. Oh yeah, I don't have space. Hold on. Wait, I haven't even assigned all this stuff yet. Oh crap. Wait, hold on. I mean, damn, I didn't assign all my stuff yet. I mean, we don't get rid of the tool, right? Just get rid of like... I mean, just get rid of this. That's just Reaper. Let's see, my bow. Okay. Grecian stories are often rooted in true events. Given the similarities, could it be that Tural's legend was inspired by Hydaelyn's clash with Zodiac? Maybe. Woklamat is ready to commence the second half of your Tulyolol tour. We'll head west next towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. Carl says you have dirigibles too? Tulyol certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. What the heck are dirigibles? Woklamat says we get by. Now if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city. Speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Damn, we gotta go to the other side now. Wait, why is that guy so fast? Oh, my sprint ran out. Oh, my sprint was still on. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokhoi temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Zaktaral to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After Yokhoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, we saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Woklamat says, speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tulyolal. We climb these sets of stairs here all the way up. Are we going up this way? Yeah. I like this place. It's like there's so much elevation and it doesn't feel like so open in every floor. Like there's some open space for sure, but like there's a good amount of like small pathways too. The sheer scale of this palace is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. Papa's palace is called Volok Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. Let's move on for now. Hang on, I gotta get my picture of it real quick. Wait, I should probably get this Aethernet while I'm here. Actually, we're coming back, right? So we can get it later. I mean, might as well get it now. Wait, what? Why did it just change the chocobo music? What? Wait, what? Why did the music just change? Was that due to the date, like the time of day? Wait, hold on. Rat Jam, baby. Why'd the music just change? Jazz time? Wait, chat is going crazy over the music. Sudden morning jazz, yeah, like everyone noticed the music change once it hit the morning. That's sick. Holy moly, this is great. I feel like I'm in Monsters Inc. Hit me with that big bad soakin'. Time to get down to the boogie. Yes, Monsters Inc. What the heck? That's hilarious. This music is dope, yeah. Oh, there's chocobo music. Prowl says this is a resplendent quarter. What manner of people live here? We have residents from all Yuktaral clans. Mamulja, Zabral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu. We also have Tono Wada, Hetsaro, and Shatona who moved south from their ancestral lands in Zaktoral. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Taral. Prowl says a true representation of Tuliola's diverse character. The adornments in each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. Wokamat says, I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. The big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions like when honoring the land's god returned from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. It earned me a proper scolding. Let me tell you, I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such a drum? Where? Like, what drum are you... Where? Oh, that one over there? Oh, I see it. Alpaca? They don't ride chocobos here, they ride alpacas. Here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I don't know what the heck a dirigible is. I hear our other nations are airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliolal. We have them for the exact reason as the Aetherites. Koana brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. That's enough about dirigibles. The Ark of the Dawn waits. Dirigible landing? Like, what is that like a balloon? Is that what a dirigible is? This is some sexy saxophone. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Oh, this music hits so hard, bro. I love it. Wokamat says this is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yuk Toral Landgate, but when Papa founded Tulio Lal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozumauka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozumauka, that name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? What, llamas? Oh, alpacas, sorry? You never I guess they don't have alpacas in it. Those are alpacas, fearsome four-legged fiends. Al says fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. Oklamat says you'll learn soon enough, Crow, you'll learn soon enough. Forget the alpacas, I have something far more important to show you, come along. Bum, 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 bum. If you wish to learn the history of Tulio Lal, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? I can't see it. How do you target closest thing again? Oh my god. Oh, there, I see her. A saga in stone. Carl says, what is so special about these pillars, if I may ask? Lokalmat says, at a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see that there's something much more interesting. No, it's okay, Zakar, it's fine. Oh my god, why does it look crazy like that? What the hell? That looked insane for a second. That was a story? Dun, 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 dun. Glyphs. Seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Her father? Adopted? It follows the exploits of my father, Gulul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tulio Lal Saga. The deeds he performed in the Bonsi Forge, all immortalized in stone. No better way to learn how Tulio came to me. Study them as long as you like. Oh, okay. Sure. Lay of the Brotherhood. The pillar tells the Lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts a scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket something. I can never remember the name. Oh, Ketaram, yeah. Ketaram's arrival in Tural is what promoted Papa to embark on his own journey. He said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketaram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Ketaram, Lay of Reeds. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is a story when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kozama Uka. The people almost mistook for Vanu, if not the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. Wook says, I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. This one recounts the lay of our past. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Zabral like me. For decades, the Zabral and the Molja were at war for control of the forest of Yak Te'el. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliolal. There's a clan of Hrothgar in Bosnia known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Here in Tural, Zabral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Lay of Pots. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozama Uka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silverwork they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Ral says, clearly the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. Wook says, if you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Okay. Did I even finish the first? Lay of Gold. Lay of Proof. Lay of Gold. The pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu whose homeland is in Urokopacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the merchant clan. They oversee Tuliolal's markets and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked mouths they are clever and calculating traders. Lay of Proof. Lay of Proof. The big fellow is of the Yukhoi, the largest of Tural's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yogg-Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards towards the sites of Zaktural. You recall the massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urokopacha. I've never even seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was the people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on the mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Something happened. Lay of Ice. This one is my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts a battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valigarmanda. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Tataru described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valigarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urokopacha mountains. With the giants? Despite its reputation, however, Valigarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliolal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. This one is unmarked. Buklamat says, Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tulial's history, whatever that might be. Your history. Gonna be you. Had your fill of history then? Yeah, I'm good. Glad to hear it. I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while, but now I think I'm ready to eat again. Let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. Klaudez says I like the sound of that. They called my Hrothgar clan sims. We only serve under the queen. Okay. I didn't get this one yet. My Hrothgar is a Hellion. Got disrespected for real. Bismarck and Limsa Laminsa. True. Wokomat says, have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuyolal classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. Oh yeah, hell yeah. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Zabalayav. Tayi. Best. I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brook Evu.
Brook Evo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings.
Just promise now.
Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I mean, if you've been searching for it as long as he has, I mean, can you blame him? Bro.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
A place that hasn't been found. Or doesn't exist.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
I'm ready to get for a good old taco. Or not. This. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh, my tacos. This father? No, it's not.
If it isn't the third promise.
Someone else is going for the throne?
Oh, no.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Just a bunch of bullies.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor. Glory on your name, brother. And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling house cat, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
Siblings of the current Dawn Servant? Wait, siblings of Galul Jaja? Is that what he means?
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola.
Yeah, it
Your
is.
heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
Go paint on him and crawl. Paint on him.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft.
I mean, is it like, are they actually blood related to the current, to her father?
Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa,
Uligo, Buniwa,
and the Dopro.
Dopra.
Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest.
Damn, did our freaking Link Pro get clearer? We got
As
that
such,
upgrade.
we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Dude, we can just grab it real quick.
So it goes.
Come on now. I guess we're having broken tacos. Dead. One second, chat. I'll be right back. Brooke Ivu's lovingly made tacos went to waste. It's all that brutish buckle Jaja's fault. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliolel cuisine, but we should hurry and join Afana and the others at the palace. Pokemon says, alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Splendid Quarter or even the eastern side of Talon March if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city's laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volok Shunsa. My poor empty belly. I know, me too. Wait, there's a mailbox here. Where are we going? Wait, can we use it? We can just use this now, right? Which one are we missing? Where's that one? Bayside Bevy Marketplace? Where is that? Wait, isn't that where we're at? Oh yeah, that's where we're at right now. So where's this one? I mean, we're pretty close. We might as well just go get that one. Go get that one real quick. That's the last one. Alright, that's all of them. There she is. Actually, hold on. I'll do. Made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Nice chest piece. Alright, let's see what this one looks like. Okay. Not a big fan of this coat. No, not a big fan of this coat. It's alright though. The Rite of Succession. Alright, here we go. Ernville says, I've acquainted the twins with the city as best I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eyes, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly corrals. Amat says, I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. We just start fighting him on the spot. I gotta see if you guys are fit enough to be Woklamat's allies. Wait, is that? It is! Estinian!
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That's dope.
That would do, Spearman. I would receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many
Ah, you haven't fought me.
if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
I'm just curious what's underneath the hood of the other guy.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tyrrell.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The other head is sleeping, obviously.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solanash.
It's Erenville now, Dawntrail.
That seemed like to strike a chord for a second.
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
I'm curious about his old name now.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Are we going to see Thancred as well? Thancred and Urianger with their claimant. I want to see who they're supporting. Oh, there. What? There's a Makode? What? Oh, here's this guy. Bully. Galul Jaja. Who's that Makode over there?
The claimants are assembled. The first promise.
Okay.
Zorolja.
Zorolja.
The second
Oh,
promise. Ona.
He's the second promise? Oana?
The third promise. Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja. You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my
Okay,
place
so who
as Dawn Serpent.
who is Thancred and Urianger supporting? This Makode, you think? I don't know, like...
I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young. And so I look to thee always for inspiration. The right of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest.
But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all.
Sorry, buddy.
So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well.
The son I sired.
Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Wait, is that two-headed one his son? This guy. Yeah, this is the son, right?
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense will know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural. And find the City of Gold.
Of course.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
Are you for us proof, my unbroken word? For I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
Yeah, just because you said so?
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
And this is from the pillars? All the different swords?
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave. You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian.
Wait.
My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Do you think her like her grandfather couldn't be the one who went missing, right? What's his name?
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City.
Never mind.
Addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
Let's drop out of the contest.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this? Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
What kind of connection does the Warrior of Light play in this whole story?
But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I want to see where this journey leads.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Here they come!
It's Saralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry.
As part of the...
Once you ascend the throne,
Oh,
I
okay.
beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Saralja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the Landscape. Saralja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
Oh, okay, so this is the child by blood.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children.
Okay.
Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Huh? I think I might be
And a
misunderstanding.
warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant
Oh,
who
him?
cannot be allowed
It's
to rule.
him.
That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Cryle, are you all right?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoraljar's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Who is Thancred?
Plain spoken.
Thancred and Uriander backing? I can't put my finger on it.
That's Arcana. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Sharlian's own studium.
Wait.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Sharlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation.
Okay, so we got brain, we've got bronze, we've got brain.
As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Klaudez. Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliolal. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity. Well said, brother.
The Mamulja finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Nobody cares. No! Nobody cares for her. Well, very few do. Aww. True supporters, real fans.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's Promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
Damn.
It's fine. More than anyone, I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat, I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Power of friendship.
Thank you, Namika.
A leader who can unite.
Well, we ought to be on our way.
One Piece.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Yeah, it is a long cutscene. And it's done. Oh, never mind, not yet. Oh, yep, it's done. Okay, cool. That was a long ass cutscene, not gonna lie. Alright, chat, I wish I could keep going, but I do have work tomorrow, so I should try to get some rest. If I can't rest for whatever reason, or if I wake up early, I'll come back, but I do have to try and see if I can get some sleep before work, so. Alright, have a good one. Have fun with the expansion. I'll try, I'll probably stream after work tomorrow and catch up. Peace out.